Jubar, is that you?
Yes, master. It is me, but master, I have changed my name to from Jubar to Edgy.
But how did this happen? Uh, the last time I saw you, you were that guy uh, with a little stomach coming out, and you were not like this. You look strong now. How did this abs and goatee come from? Master, after you sent me here in this arena, in this brawling arena, I came to understand that my old weak self had to change. And as I progressed and became more powerful, I thought that the old me should go away. Thus, I changed my name and my appearance and became Edgy. Oh, so you gained a lot more power. Can you tell me about it? Of course, Master. I will tell you everything that I have gained. Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome back to Knight Brawl. I have been playing this game since the last time I showed it to you a few weeks back and have gotten quite far. So I'm going to publish a series on how to get better at this game. Thus, welcome to the How to Slash and Stab class. And today we are covering the bare basics and where to start. If you want to know how to get more kills or get better at killing the enemies, subscribe to the channel because I will post it in a few days. If you are from the future, like 2 or 3 days, you can find those videos in the Knight Brawl playlist on my channel. So go and check it out if you want. Before we start off, we should know what this game actually is. In simple terms, you defeat those who are trying to kill you while trying to get money to get better gears. You kill people by first destroying their armors, helmets or shields and then touching them once on their soft skin, because apparently these guys can even withstand the weakest touches. You start off with a pan or a barrel and go up to these beautiful monstrosities. They have so much health, like you basically become OP. It's a cycle of kill to get money, to kill more, to get more better gear and to get more money. So now that that is out of the way, what are we gonna do today? I mean, that was basically the gist of the game, right? Funny you did think that. Those who did start the game and have been playing it for some time know that even if it says brawl in the game, it is more complex than that. Yes, you could just start the game and could just start killing people, hoping you kill enough to get the next gear. Or you could use a strategy to get the most money possible in every match. First off, there are 3 types of main game modes and 2 others as well which can be seen in the map. The main game modes are challenge, survival and career. The other 2 are these question mark looking ones, only quests, and unending dungeon like castle rush and tower climb. Career mode is the place where the biggest and the baddest of the area come for a one-on-one fight. If you defeat them, you get to move on to the next bad guy or the next map. Defeating the boss the first time gives you a lot of gold, which helps get to the next piece of metal on your body. Survival is just a non-stop fighting till you die, as the name suggests. You are matched with increasingly stronger getting foes as you move through this course. Once you reach a score of 20, the boss of the area, the one you defeated in career mode, or maybe you will defeat in career mode, appears, who you will have to defeat again to move on. Or you could use my strategy and you can, skip that guy. Chests fall down from the sky like the enemies, which contain gold, which also increases every 5 to 10 scores. It usually doubles, but it's not completely double. You will see as you play the game. Challenge mode puts you against 3 other people, one of which is the boss of the area. And you have to defeat 10 people, including the starting 3, and be the last one standing to win. Chests also fall from the sky in this one, but they do not increase as the score progresses. The other 2 ones, the unending dungeons and once only quests, are pretty good cash grabs, especially the one-time quests. The fighting tutorial will come later. I'm saying it again. So subscribe if you want to know about that. But today we are going to see how we can get the most gold in every match we play and make a strategy for it. Believe me, it is very easy. So what's this strategy to make gold, you say, of Bullseye? I hear you ask. Well, it's simple. Don't fight. Yep, you heard me right. Stop fighting. Just stand at one corner and keep avoiding anyone who comes near you. Wondering how you get money if you stop fighting? What's the chest falling for? By now, I think you understand that I am talking about the survival game mode. This can be used in the challenge mode, but this cannot be used in the career mode because you are fighting the person one-on-one. In the career mode, you could use this, but you will have to fight at one point because the last guy, at least the last guy, you will have to kill him so that you can win the game. Moreover, survival game is an unending game. Thus, you can gain as much money as you want. The thing is that your armor has a set number of HP and your weapon has a set amount of AP. HP being hit points and AP being attack points. Once the opponent's weapon with a certain amount of AP hits your armor with a certain amount of HP, the HP is shaved off. Once the HP is down to 0, the armor breaks and you are basically naked. And as I said before, your skin is so sensitive that even a touch can kill you. You will be defeated in one shot after that. You can move as good as possible. There are possibilities that you will dodge. You can be a good player. You can dodge a lot of hits, but you will not be able to dodge every hit. You will keep taking damage at one point your covering will break. But at the same time, this mode is infinite and you can gain a lot of gold for fighting far less as compared to challenge or career if you are able to keep yourself standing for long enough. The only mode that can give you more for even less is the one-time quest, but they end after you do a certain number of them and they have a special requirement to even start. So you will have to clear that requirement, then you will be able to play the game. Although they give 400 to 800 golds, which is pretty good. The basic strategy here is to avoid fighting by staying in one corner, like this place in Bryla, in this place in Pirate Cove, and here in Castle. This is because the bot's AI prioritizes fighting someone at their own floor level. It is quite difficult staying passive in Mace Mountain because the center portion is elevated and thus there are more chances of these guys coming up to fight you related to other maps. It is almost doubled. But you can stay at the center and keep throwing people away to the sides with a long weapon, thus increasing your chances of survival. I will cover that in the combat training episode, so subscribe down below if you want to know that. The money you get in this strategy is from chests. Killing one guy gives you 1 gold. Getting one chest can get you anywhere from 5 to I don't know what is the limit because I have gotten 500 before, there could be more. Thus, you avoid getting hit, allowing you to stay longer and you get the chest ASAP. So then, the next chest may appear. Remember, there can only ever be one chest on the floor. There will never be multiple chests, so you have to get the chest already available so that the next chest can fall down. Well, what do you do other than dodging people? Because the game may get boring if you are only dodging or at least trying to, right? The game is so built that there will hardly be a moment when you are not on the lookout. People keep falling and they will fall near you quite frequently. You have to send them away, and yes, don't ever forget about the chest because if you aren't killing, the only method to earn is through chests. But what if a bot comes up to you or maybe lands on you? How do you fight him or get away from them? There are 2 types of attack in the game which you are taught right at the starting tutorial. These are slash and stab. The slash is pretty simple, I believe, but the stab gives you a dash move as well. Thus, if someone lands near or on you and you think it might attack you, jump and dash towards places where there is no one or less people. The bot will move towards you and can then jump, and then you can jump back on the platform from below it. This is easier if people are already present a little further away from you where you are land after you dash, so that the bot will target them, leaving you. Otherwise, it's easier to kill him than play Tom and Jerry with him. And it's quite difficult as well because stabbing movement also has a little bit of delay before you can do it again. If you were thinking who would do the killing if it isn't us, well, they kill themselves, and although they are inefficient in doing that, their slowly increasing numbers make up for that. Slowly enough, the score gets a boost and suddenly a lot of them start dying. But the speed will decrease after that once the number builds up again. Now, there is a caveat to this strategy. At one point, the ball of people brawling with each other may come close to you and may take you in the storm just before they kill themselves. This could be massively damaging to your armor and in some cases may even kill you. And if it doesn't kill you, it will surely reduce your chances of surviving longer. The only way to get out of this ball is to not get sunk in or not form the ball in the first place. You kill one or two every time you have to move around to get to a chest because the chest wouldn't fall on you all the time, and thus allow themselves to kill each other while keeping their numbers low. Remember, when you are playing a game of strategy, you need to make sure everyone does what you want them to, and that can only be done when you know how they react to different things. You need to make sure that your move is something that they don't anticipate, but their move is something that you will anticipate, or maybe though they do anticipate it, but their reaction has a flaw which you can use. Of course, these bots have a set pattern and they don't anticipate but only react. Their reaction to a guy jumping in the sky a little far away from their slash radius is usually to dash at him after jumping. If you are already in a corner, you can leverage this reaction to throw them out of the ring, either with a long stabby weapon slash, because its push is quite strong, or by stabbing them from behind after you dodge their stab. You can dodge them by slashing on their head, which will allow you to jump higher, although this is a very difficult move and even I am unable to do this many of the times. You can do this by mistake or if you get good enough. But there are a lot of variations, thus it is quite a difficult move. It's better to just kill them rather than doing this again. Now, this strategy has a weakness. At one point, usually after the boss is defeated, after score 20, the enemy's level increases exponentially, as you can see here. The weapons they use could even one-shot you if you are quite weak. As I said, not all attacks can be dodged, and thus if you get hit by these guys, you will definitely lose some part of your armor, and then the next hit will kill you. Even if you do end up dodging most of these hits and stay alive for some time, going up to 30s and 40s, their armor is so good that you will not be able to kill them. They may be even as good as you, and you would not be able to quickly go back to your save point when you go to get your chest. The only way to avoid it is by getting the highest level armor and weapons possible, which can extend you up to the highest possible with your skills. The damage will never be undone, thus the damage keeps piling on, and at one point you will be defeated. But when you already have the best armor and weapons, there is no point in getting the gold, except if you want to break your own record. That's it for today's tutorial, guys. If you want to know how you can easily defeat the enemy, subscribe to the channel because I will post a video about that too. Hopefully you guys liked the episode. Hit subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.